Hey guys, what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rides. I'm here at the 2019 LA Auto Show, and of course, many of you have asked for it, and I am here to deliver. This is the all-new Mazda CX-30. Now, before we go anywhere, I know a lot of you have been scratching your head saying, why has Mazda called this the CX-30 and not the CX-4? Well, guess what? That name has already been taken. Over in China, there already exists a CX-4, and that's why Mazda decided to go the CX-30 route, because at the end of the day, the wonderful news is this sits on the Mazda 3 chassis, which is going to give you some perfect balance between wonderful proportions, but also more space if you didn't want to go the smaller CX route. Now, what's wonderful about this particular one, of course, it's finished in that brand iconic Soul Red, really fits any of their models perfect to a T. And what I love about what Mazda's doing is they've actually created their own luxury brand within it, because I promise you, when you look at the exteriors and when you look at especially the interior, they have brought it to a new level, especially compared to Honda with the Civic or Toyota with the Corolla. So let's go ahead and dive into the all-new Mazda CX-30. Right off the bat, you know it's a Mazda because of the unique styling. I like what they have done to keep that same brand image with full LED lighting. You can see how the extension of the chrome trim and the way that it brings it right into that large open grille area, gloss black with the chrome trim from one corner to the other. Really, really nice setup. You got that nice Mazda logo down here. And I think what was smart is all flat black on the lower portions. That's going to help take a little bit better beating. Now, when we get up onto the hood, I want to show you something. There's really some beautiful design going on at the front fascia, and then the line that starts on the front fascia actually goes all the way up onto the hood and fades away as you get closer to the windshield. We looked at the front of this CX-30. Why don't we go ahead and check out the sides and the backs of this great car. All right, guys, time to check out the side and the back of the CX-30. I'm gonna kind of swing around and have Lori come in and focus on the wheel and tire setup. So I really like, it's sort of like a balance between silver and gray on the wheel. 18-inch wheel. When we say 18-inch, we're talking about 18 inches in diameter, 215 on the width, 55 series sidewall. And you know what? What's nice about that 55 series sidewall, it's gonna give you a nicer ride than having super low profile tires that look like rubber bands on a wheel. Now, I think that the way they took the trim, that flat black around the fenders, very, very smart. As we go down the side, they took that Soul Red and just poured it everywhere. Very, very slim and trim on the turn signals. I love the roof line. You can see I'm 6 feet tall, and how high the roof is. You have these nice brushed aluminum roof rails, and this one does have the optional sunroof. Even down that flat black, the way it comes all the way into the rear, up into the fender, beautiful lines. The thing that I love about Mazda is their design philosophy. There's not a ton of straight lines on the car, and that's what helps it stand out. Even the rear quarter window, great size on the corner window with the trim. You can see a little bit of fender flare, and then once we get to the rear, they hit the nail on the head. Mazda has some of the sexiest taillights. I keep saying this, I'm gonna say it again. They look like they're off a supercar, honestly. Very, very low gloss black roof spoiler. We drop down. This is very, very clean. This one has the all-wheel drive setup. That is an option, or front-wheel drive. And I'm glad to see that they kept real functioning exhaust with a very, very simple diffuser shelf back here. But why don't we go ahead, pop the hood, and check out what's powering the CX-30. All right, guys, so we're not trying to play any magic tricks or anything. This is a different model. We were up on the stage. We couldn't open up the hood on this one, but they had this one on the floor that we could open up. What you're gonna see is very familiar. If you know your Mazda 3, you know your Mazda CX-30. So you're looking at that 2.5 liter inline four. The nice thing is it's a perfect balance between 186 horsepower and 186 pound-feet of torque. All-wheel drive is optional, and I think probably the best news for many of us that do enjoy the actual art of driving is that it still has a 6-speed automatic transmission. There's no CVT what to be seen of or heard of, which is very good news. But why don't we go ahead, I'll close up this one, and let's get back to the interior of the CX-30. All right, guys, we're in the CX-30. I'm telling you, it's really the sweet spot between the CX-3 and the CX-5. The best part is this car, this SUV starts at $22,000. I think they hit the nail on the head. Let's see what you get for the money. Now, on the door panels, love the styling. If you look at the top portion of the door, it's all soft material. Look at how there's parts that extend. You have that floating armrest that they call with that door handle pull there. Little bit of gloss black, nothing too crazy, and I like that this has the optional Bose sound system. But if you notice, that's actually brown and black, and it fits it to a T. As we come to the dash, they very, very smart the way they took the brown into the dash with the black soft. This is really upscale feel. You're not gonna get this in a Honda or a Toyota, I promise you that, or a Kia, or definitely a Hyundai. But you have the optional 8.8-inch screen. It's not a touch screen. They put it up there and kind of nuzzled it in so that you wouldn't be able to touch it, but you have perfect sight to it. You can see all the beautiful design work going on, nice silver trim, dual climate control. There's your start stop button. We keep dropping our way down. You have a USB, nice little pocket cubby here for your phone, 2 cup holders. That's a new design that they're doing when they're taking everything, putting it forward instead of putting it behind. This is going to control that 6-speed automatic transmission, no CVTs, nice leather boot. And if you notice on this design, it actually has a pattern to it. It's not just gloss black. To control the infotainment system, you have your direct drive control knob here. You have your sport mode, which is going to change the parameters of the engine and the shifting going on. Another nice little cubby access here, which is really great. And then we open this up, you actually have a 12 volt, a USB, and then a divider. They actually thought about you separating your Twinkies from your cupcakes. That's important. Or your Lay's from Doritos. Think about that. We close it up, and then on this particular model, you have this beautiful light white interior. I love the leather that they're using. Full electric assist. They look good, and it really pops with the soul red color. And then, of course, up top, we have a nice sunroof and a frameless auto-dimming mirror. Why don't you come on over, though, to the business end? I want to show you behind the wheel of this CX-30. All right, guys, behind the wheel, the business end. Like I said, 6 feet tall. I got plenty of room in here. Like the leather trim. Mazda steering wheels are really, really nicely done. Even the way that they bring some silver into the steering wheel control buttons. My one zonk is gonna be right here, these small plastic paddles. You can shift up and down the 6-speed, but they are on the smaller side. But dash setup is very, very spot on, just like the Mazda 3. You have that digital display that's gonna be your speedometer in the center. You could toggle through a bunch of stuff. You have your tack and your other information, fuel and coolant temperature, but really very, very comfortable and wrapped in wonderful materials. Let's check out the back seat and see how your passengers are gonna be liking the CX-30. All right, guys, back seat time. I think the great news is that you could be a bigger person like myself. You still got plenty of headroom. I got nice leg room. Now, I did not move the seat back. The seat was pushed pretty far back, so don't think that your legs are gonna be cut off in a CX-30. That's not the case. You do have very simple AC vents back here, but the leather is very, very soft. Let's check out that armrest. Nicely done. My biggest zonk though back here, there's no USB or even a 12 volt back here. What's up with that? That's an issue. But other than that, very, very comfortable. Let's see that cargo area and see how you could use this every single day. All right, guys, time to check out how much junk can you put in the cargo area of a CX-30. It's all electric assist, nice quick opening. We go in and you can see with the seats up, plenty of room. I apologize for it being dark. We are at the LA Auto Show. We will be doing a full review of this vehicle though, but those seats are gonna do the 60-40 split. We lift up back here. You do have a full-size spare, which is nice to see because they seem to be cutting those out of cars. And then once you're done, you just hit the button and it closes very nicely. But definitely the CX-30 is an exciting SUV at a great price point. But if it's cars like these you want to keep seeing on the channel, leave a comment in the comment section. If you are new and you're on your way out, hit the subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile coming back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Radies Rise family. If you want us to keep making great content just for you on the channel, click the link in the description. Get yourself some Radies Rise merch. Got to give it up to my lovely, wonderful, intelligent wife, Lori, doing things here at the show to get you the footage, the angles, the perception, perspective. She is spot on. So thank you, Lori, for your wonderful eyes and camera control. And just like always, I'll see you on the next ride.